Hi guys, this is a brief video about the assessment requirements for your module, Hi 1031. Okay, now this is the learning guide for this year, and if we go down to the module aims, you'll see that one of the module aims is to apply knowledge and skills developed in the module in a business setting. Okay, so that's one of the aims. And the learning outcome is to apply the knowledge and skills developed in this module in the work context. Okay, the aim and the learning outcome is important because this relates to your coursework requirement. Okie dokie, if we go down to the assessment for the module, you know that the exam, which is on the 19th of March, is 40% of your marks, and that the coursework is 60% of your marks. Okay, I've already written the exam. I did it at the weekend. That's with Ben, and that will be the exam you sit in March, not too long now, just over a month. If we go to the module folder for the course, and we scroll down here to assignment 1, this is your coursework spreadsheet. Now we did this in class last week, didn't we, if you remember? If we open it up, you'll see that, sorry, my computer's taking a while. We have 4 questions: pivot table, descriptives, goal seek, data presentation. Okay, and we did all of these in class with the exception of the descriptives here, which I've asked you to do and bring to class on Friday. Okay, so we're familiar with this component of the coursework. You know you've got an exam in March, that's 40%, and your coursework is 60%. Now these 4 questions here are half your coursework, and we should have these done and dusted by Friday. You'll notice, however, that there is a remaining component for your coursework. If I can just find it, look at the assignment brief. So the Excel spreadsheet work is half your coursework, and then the remaining half of your coursework is the context business scenario. I want to talk about this on the video. You've been asked by the management board of a local finance company to prepare a business report of 1,500 words that will help improve how the company uses this information. In the report you need to include the following: the main types of business data, data collection methods and challenges, the importance of data accuracy, the best way to identify misleading data and explain recommended corrective actions, the importance of inferential analysis, and the importance of graphs and other techniques like pivot tables to present your data. So you've got to write a report in a Word document of around about between 1,000 and 1,500 words that informs the company how to use this data, and you need to refer to these 5 bullet points. Now, if we go back to the learning outcomes here, I need you to just pay attention for a moment, and I've gone over this several times. I'm sorry if I seem a bit repetitious. The outcome and the learning aims talk about data from a business setting. Look, apply the knowledge and skills developed in the work context. Apply the knowledge and skills developed in this module in a business setting. Now, the coursework needs to be handed in, the business report needs to be handed in, and the stats assignment needs to be handed in on the 20th of May. This gives you time to do your work placement and to get data from your work placement for the first part of your coursework. We talked about this as well. This is why the deadline is so late. If you can't do that in your work placement, if they can't give you data, or if you don't fancy even asking, then you can use this file here, okay, on my Moodle folder, this file here, 101 financial data, instead. Okay, we will allow you to use this instead. Here it is. You have 9 columns of data, and these are measures from 50 customers. Okay, this is made up data. I've made this up myself, and it's kind of purchasing patterns, if you like. We have age, sex, place of birth, and income, and these are all demographic variables. Okay, and then the measured items are number of items purchased, most frequently purchased item. This is all internet purchasing, by the way. Number of times used one-click purchasing, like one-click buy on Amazon. The payment method, and a customer rating of 1 being poor and 5 being excellent. So this is market research data gathered from people's buying patterns on the company's website. Imagine you're working for a retail company, they've got a web page, a website where you can buy stuff. This is data from the website. So if you wish, you can use these figures, this data, to answer your business scenario, or you can get information from your work placement, either being no matter. Okay, so we have some data here you can use, or if you wish, you can get some data from your work placement. In any case, or in either case, you have to be able to address these bullet points here. This isn't difficult, okay? This is an opportunity for you to show us what you've learned over the past 6 months. Okay, and people normally score quite well here. I'm just going to make a few suggestions on this video. I'm just aware of the length, I don't want to make it too long, about how to use this data to answer the question. Okay, let's look at the first thing here, the main types of business data. Okay, what type of data do you have here? First of all, you have demographic data. These are measures about people. They put people into categories, male or female, where they're born, what their age is, and also their income. These two items here are scale level of measurement. These two items here are nominal levels of measurement. Okay, so the type of data we have on columns B, C, D, and E are measures about people, 2 which are nominal data measurements, and 2 which are running data or scale level data. And these are kind of like your demographics. At least those 3 are demographic. These items here relate to people's purchasing patterns. Notice here we have some nominal data, and here. And here, and here, we have scale level data. F and H are scale, G and I are nominal. And this over here is people's ratings of their customer satisfaction. And we know that rating is ordinal level data. Notice we've got some missing data here. We'll come back to that in a moment. Okay. So the main types of business data are measures and demographics, and you can use the data set to illustrate that. Data collection methods and associated challenges. Okay, this has probably come automatically from the web page itself. It's like behind the scenes automatically gathered data. There's no real challenges with this, so long as people are telling you the truth about their sex, their age, and their place of birth. But because they probably had to set up an account, that's fine. Imagine this was survey data that people volunteered the information for over the internet, like a little survey they'd have to do. When they give their household income, they may not be truthful. When they tell you how many times they purchased in the current year, they may not be able to remember. They might overestimate how frequently they purchase things. They might not be honest about their method of payment. They might say, yeah, I pay on PayPal, because most people have the PayPal debit account, rather than saying, well, I've got a store card or a credit card. Okay. The advantages of survey work is that it can gather a lot of information relatively easily. The disadvantages include people not telling the truth, people image managing what they say, and people tend to give the same answer time and time again if the questions are the same. Not so much in these data here, because we've only got 9 columns. But imagine you had several items asking about satisfaction with the website, satisfaction with the payment method, satisfaction with the choice. People after a while just tick, 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 and they never give any thought to what they're ticking. That's called response set. It's a kind of response bias. Okay. Okie dokie. So let's move on to the third point, the importance of data accuracy and the best ways to identify misleading data and recommend corrective actions. Okay. Data accuracy is obviously important to businesses because if data isn't accurate, then it's more or less worthless. Now, we're assuming this is automated data, so it's going to be accurate. So long as people give the correct demographics, everything they put here, or these items here, look, everything they give up to this point, these highlighted items here,